Okay, I'm going to be talking about labor and hypocrisy. On Tuesday, Israel bombed al-Mawasi, the so-called safe zone in southern Gaza, killing at least 19 people. Bombs blasted craters 7 meters deep and buried more than 20 tents. A 12-year-old boy told the BBC, "I rushed with my father to help the people and put out the fire with sand. We entered the tents where we found burned children and people torn to pieces." A month ago, another attack on al-Mawasi killed 88 Palestinians and wounded nearly 300 others as F-35 jets dropped 2,000-pound bombs. Danish researchers found an article describing Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant going to an F-35 base to thank the pilots, and the Israeli military confirmed that an F-35 carried out the attack. The U.S. has supplied Israel with 39 F-35s from Lockheed Martin, and another 11 are due for delivery. The jets use components from 73 UK firms, which account for 15% of the value of each plane. So where is labor in this story of complicity with genocide? On the 2nd of September, Foreign Secretary David Lammy and Business Secretary Jonathan Reynolds announced that around 30 licenses for arms exports to Israel would be suspended. They didn't mention the other 320 UK arms export licenses for Israel. The Foreign Office assessed the risk of serious violations of international humanitarian law, and Reynolds said these exports would be inconsistent with our strategic export licensing criteria. But then he declared that exports to the global F-35 program will be excluded from this suspension decision, except we're going direct to Israel. Reynolds knew that F-35 component exports risked breaking international humanitarian law. There were 14 such exports direct to Israel in 2023. He suspended that license, but he was silent on the clear risk that an F-35 assembled in the U.S. using British components could bomb civilians in Gaza, as at al-Mawasi in July. To square that circle, Reynolds thanked Defense Secretary John Healey. The UK, quote, provides unique and critical components for F-35s, and it is not currently possible to suspend licensings of F-35 components for use by Israel without prejudicing the entire global F-35 program. MOD officials said the global supply chain is critical for the UK's own security, and it's impossible to know if an F-35 will eventually be sold to Israel. That's complete rubbish. Israel could be taken off the list of approved recipients, and the F-35 program does track and monitor parts. So, on transatlantic assembly line for F-35s, relations with the U.S. and corporate profits have trumped Labor's pledge to uphold international humanitarian law and the government's legal obligations. That's why 37 MPs, including Kim Johnson and Ian Byrne, signed Zara Sultana's letter to Lammy and Reynolds demanding a full explanation to Parliament. When Netanyahu and the UK chief rabbi complained about the license deal, Healey insisted there was no arms embargo. MPs fell over themselves to regret the timing had coincided with the funerals of 6 hostages recovered from Gaza. But actually, 3 of the captives had been scheduled for release under the ceasefire agreement, which Netanyahu sabotaged. And what of the daily funerals for Gazan civilians killed by bombs from U.S. jets full of UK components? Has anybody regretted that? The Foreign Office assessment focused on Palestinian detainees and the delivery of humanitarian aid, but they reached no conclusion on the military campaign in which over 10,000 children have been killed, according to the UN's conservative estimate. It is a dog's dinner of hypocrisy. Now I want to talk about the local situation. Could you possibly turn that over? Thanks. Thanks. Just turn the whole thing over. Thanks, yeah. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's look closer to home. home, and there isn't too much more of this. At least 17 companies supplying the F-35 program have sites in the Northwest and North Wales. BAE Systems and other arms firms are all over the University of Liverpool, where research also contributes to the F-35. Lockheed Martin sits alongside the university at SciTech Daresbury. The student encampment and the current Blackburn protests at BAE are highlighting complicity with genocide. The Merseyside Pension Fund provides pensions for local government and other workers across our region. The fund invests £22 million in 15 firms supplying the F-35s, including BAE Systems, Lockheed Martin, and Raytheon Technology, now known as RTX. Wirral Council Pensions Committee manages the fund. The council and the committee are Labour-led. We need thousands of council taxpayers and members of the scheme in work or retired to contact the committee. It's your money. You can email them using the letter on our website or at tinyurl.com/MPF Form 1. You can come and see me if you didn't catch that. Talk to your friends, work colleagues, and union branches and join our divestment demos. We can cut through the hypocrisy and we can win this.
Okay, before we go today, a few announcements of what's going on. I'm sure you all know next week we're having a national demonstration here next Saturday. So don't be turning up on Sunday at the cathedral. It's next Saturday, 12 o'clock, St George's Hall. So rather than us get the coach down to London as we do once a month, it's now here in Liverpool, national demonstration. So be great for everyone to turn out. And obviously it's coming here because we've got Labour Party conference, which starts the following day. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on in that week to coincide with various meetings. So on the Saturday, that'll be after our march, I'm sure a few of us will still be around. At 4:30, there's a Labour and Palestine meeting at the Rackets Club, no less. So might be nice to show our parents there, mightn't it? Make some noise. Yeah, might spoil a nice meal, like, but we'll be there. Also, 9 o'clock. Yeah, we do expect you to get up early sometimes, folks, on the Sunday morning. Outside conference. And we plan on having a billboard with our signs, so bring your placards, bring your banners, bring your flags, and we'll have some of our billboard notices as well, giving some of the messages out. Not sure how close they'll let us get, because Keir Starmer doesn't like us lot, does he? Doesn't like being faced with us, as a few of our strong Scouse women have had him silent before. So he doesn't like us getting too close, because he doesn't like to be answerable. But 9 o'clock on the Sunday morning, and then at 5 o'clock at Man Island on the Sunday, there is a Barclays reception. And again, be nice to make some noise there too, because we know what Barclays do, and I know they put it to the arms that are killing Palestinians. And then on Monday at 6 o'clock, there's a Palestine Solidarity Campaign fringe meeting at the Hilton Hotel. So we'd like you to come up, and we will give further information out next week. And on Monday, again, yeah, it is Sunday now. Monday tomorrow, 1:30 outside Barclays, doing our weekly protest. And we will be doing our billboard at 4:30 at Edgelane Retail Park outside Marks and Spencer's. We got about 24 people last week lining the road with our billboards. You know, thousands of motorists there. So come along, folks. You can be there with us. We have spare placards. So in the run-up to next week's march or next week's conference, try and be there. We'll be giving out leaflets as well. So be good to see as many of you as possible. I don't know whether I said, did I, Jeremy, tell them about the collection this week?
It's done. It's okay.
Okay, yeah. the buckets there. So thanks everyone, thank you again for coming, especially in this crappy weather. And we hope to see you all on some of the events next week, but certainly at next week's demo. There's some leaflets here at the front as well if anyone wants one. So well done everyone. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! In our thousands, in our millions! We are all Palestinians! In our billions, in our trillions! We are all Palestinians! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! Israel is a terrorist state! Israel is a terrorist state! Thank you everyone!